What ways do male authors get female characters wrong? No, guys. We, generally, don't think about our boobs that much. And we don't boob tiddily down the stairs, breasts bouncing boobily all the way to the bus stop. Writing women getting some sort of pleasure from inserting and removing tampons. I'm a book editor and I've just had to talk to one of my male authors about the over-breasting in his text. It's nearly always a thing. I always say that I don't want them to get criticized for it. Lots of weird age things. In one book I read, the female lead was around 15. She was young, but also a woman, but also a child. But she was sexy, but she was innocent. But at the same time, not innocent because of the zombies. But she had hips and boobs. She was wily that way. She made the protagonist want to fuck her. How dare she? A few chapters later, a boy was introduced. He was 1 year younger. He was infinitely innocent. Not prepared for this cruel world despite all that he had witnessed. A forever child who did no wrong and had no consequences for his actions. Writing them as if they're not real people who have their own individual lives, perspectives, thoughts, opinions, morals, etc., making them accessories to or extensions of the male characters, as if they have no existence outside of interacting with the male characters. Fetishizing the crap out of them. Oh my gosh. It's disgusting when the female characters are introduced as nothing more than a body with voluptuous curves and sentient breasts while the male characters get full-on backstories and personality descriptions. And let's not forget about fetishizing ethnicities and children. There's no way a grown man in his 40s mistook that 13-year-old as an adult. Stop excusing pedophilia because she initiated it, or because she's mentally an adult who's stuck in a child's body. The female character's internal life. Yes, she has one. She is capable of her own thoughts and thinking deeply and intelligently just like the male characters. And it rarely ever revolves around using her feminine charms to seduce men or sexually examining her naked body in the mirror. Reacting to dangerous situations the way a male character would. Too many times they have a female character walk into a dangerous situation with no situational awareness or regard for her safety. No woman is going to angrily confront an aggressive man with no consideration as to how he can overpower her. Matching bra and panties. Rarely ever happens unless it's intentional for sexy times. And she certainly doesn't keep a spare matching set in her purse. Character development stemming from sexual assault or inability to have children. Male characters get a plethora of interesting backstories and motivations, unlike the female characters whose motivations revolve around their reproductive organs or relationship to men. All the weird description of boobs, as though we're living in constant awe and wonder of our own breasts that we see and live with every day. Also, the implication that we don't have any interior life that doesn't involve men, thinking about men, looking for a BF, hoping men think we're attractive, etc. Many male authors, not naming names but some famous ones who also have YouTube channels, like to fetishize women, like we're mythical creatures rather than human beings. They write us as mentally or physically ill, and then insert a male character who truly sees her, when it's clear this male just has a hero complex and wants to be the center of the broken girls' world. As a female, it has really impacted my dating life when I was younger. If I opened up about my anxiety or about issues with my home life, there were guys who were desperate to make themselves the center of my world and were pretty angry when it didn't work, like some novels that were turned into movies that I won't name. Meanwhile, some of these male authors get very, very rich off of fetishizing women in this way. I am basically never conscious of my breasts outside of very specific contexts, bra measuring, period soreness or sex. But some authors seem to think they're just at the forefront of my mind. I'm more conscious of my forehead. Am I sweating? Am I frowning? And yet it doesn't get anywhere as much attention.